Africa has many women who have led nations as presidents and heads of state, a continent of trailblazers. Yet the United States has never elected a woman president. Across Africa, women have risen to the highest offices, challenging norms and reshaping politics. Many female leaders emerged after conflict or during transitions, called to rebuild and reconcile. Their leadership often emphasizes institutions, peace, and social investment. This video highlights some of those presidents and what their leadership means for Africa and beyond. Notable women leaders have broken ceilings across the continent. We begin with Africa's first elected female head of state. First, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf of Liberia. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was elected president of Liberia in 2006, widely recognized as Africa's first elected female head of state. Her presidency followed Liberia's civil war and focused on stability, economic recovery, and rebuilding institutions. Sirleaf promoted women's participation in politics and prioritized national reconstruction. In 2011, she shared the Nobel Peace Prize for efforts toward peace and women's rights in Liberia. Her legacy continues to inspire women across Africa to seek leadership roles. 2 terms in office, a focus on institutions and inclusion. Next, Sahle-Work Zewde of Ethiopia. Appointed president in 2018, she is Ethiopia's first female president and a veteran diplomat. Her role is largely ceremonial, but her appointment signals commitment to gender inclusion at high levels. Before the presidency, she served as ambassador to France and Djibouti, bringing a diplomatic pedigree to the office. Her presence represents symbolic and practical progress for representation in Ethiopia. Now we look at leaders who took charge during crisis and transition. Catherine Samba-Panza served as interim president of the Central African Republic from 2014 to 2016. Appointed during crisis, she focused on stabilizing the nation and national reconciliation. Her tenure showed that women can lead effectively in times of conflict. Rose Christiane Raponda became Gabon's prime minister in 2023, a landmark appointment for the country. While not a president, her leadership at the top of government marks progress for female executive roles. Appointments like this expand the foothold of women in executive governance. Other women shape policy across Africa and globally. Ministers, governors, and international leaders like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Women leaders often prioritize education, health, and social inclusion. Their influence extends from national policy to regional and global institutions. Yet female heads of state remain rare, facing structural and cultural barriers. Limited support networks, gender bias, and political instability complicate women's rise to the top. What does this mean for democracy and equality in Africa? Challenges include cultural norms, political instability, lack of support structures, and persistent gender bias. Female leaders often face intense scrutiny and higher obstacles than male counterparts. Progress requires legal reform, mentorship, and civic support for women candidates. Women leaders bring perspectives that often prioritize education, healthcare, and inclusive development. Their presence inspires future generations to participate in public life. These priorities have long-term benefits for national development. To increase women's leadership, we must invest in education, mentorship, and legal reforms, and support women candidates. Organizations, governments, and communities all have a role to play. Subscribe for more inspiring stories and updates on leadership across Africa.